Hi friends, we'll learn about input type text. This is a input box in our HTML form. So various its attributes, its properties associated which we can use it and how it affects, we'll learn that. Inside this form I am writing my input box, input type equal to text, name equal to, let's give it as t1. Now I am adding one more attribute or value is equal, let's any text I can give, that will be the default value. The user can change it. Now let me take it to next line. Yeah, so the value I am written. So now I am saving this. I can replace this. This is the text box. User can add anything or thing. I am showing him a default. The user can remove it also. So that is the purpose of the value. Now let's learn about size. Now let's say its size equal to by default it is 20, so let's make it 40. So the size will increase. If you just see what's the size now, size has gone up. Now I can reduce it also. So based on that input requirement I will write it. I can write one more thing. Size I am given 40, but I will say max length. Max length is, let's say 6 I have given, and this value I should remove it. Now there is no more value. Why max length is given? Suppose I am taking the input as a pin code or a zip code, which I know it's not more than 6 digits. So I will put the restriction there. So let me save it. I refresh it. Now I will say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. I cannot go beyond. It is not allowing me to enter anything because I have put a restriction on max length. So the size, there is no point in keeping a 40. I can reduce it also. So this is whatever we have learned from size, max. Next let's go to our autofocus. The meaning of autofocus is, if I'll save this one, let us first put the value again, value equal to +2 net, and remove the autofocus. You can see every time every time I reload this page, to add or anything I had to bring the cursor here, then the cursor blinks here. By writing here autofocus and refresh it, the focus will be directly fall on here. The cursor will be inside the input box. So directly I can start typing it here. Every time I refresh this again, I can directly without clicking, I can, because the cursor focus is there, I can remove autofocus. Now let us put the value, let's remove, put a placeholder. What is placeholder? I will say placeholder is, let's write it. What is this? This is a hint or a guide to the user. Now let me just refresh it. You can see the faint, it is giving first name. Is nothing. This is not a same as value. Value is, suppose the user submits is the value and it will not change anything. The value itself will carry. It's a default data already entered. But placeholder is only a hint. This is not a data which is already there. If I'll click it, it will go and I can enter my data. So that is the purpose of placeholder. So it is telling me what for this input box is, or it is a hint to the user. We have seen autofocus, but you can see that autofocus, it's a HTML5 advanced. In the old browsers, if you are doing, you can do a autofocus by in the body tag also. Let's just understand that. Onload equal to, I will just see document dot f1. F1 is my, here you can see name of the form one, f1. Now what is the value is t1, f1 t1 dot focus. Now this is way also I can keep the focus or bring it. If I'll repress it, autofocus will come. This is another way of bringing the focus by using body onload. So this is all different thing. I can also placeholder, then I can say read only. Then in that case I will specify a value equal to, let's say first name and read only. The meaning of read only is I can't change the data. Say it will not allow me to change. The data is not changed. I cannot change it. It's not editable. Now read only. Now I will disable it. In that place I will say disabled. Now once I am saying disabled, what's then it is disabled, I can't change it. Now what's the difference between read only and disable? The disable means there is no data, it's not carry forward. The read only means that there is a data, I am not allowing user to change it. That's the difference between read only and disable. One more type we will understand. Let's remove this. Let's value also remove. Input type I can give as number also, and put a step value. Let's say step equal to 5. Saved it, refreshed. Input type number. You can see I can increase this by step of 5. It is increasing. Any value I can enter. I can go minus also, it will take me. Fine. This is also is allowed, but I will let me put the text here. So name, value, max length, autocomplete, autofocus. Now read only. Now all these attributes, there are different way to be used, and if you are using jQuery or Angular, all you can access the property. Then disable whatever you have think, then why disable is required, because you may have to enable or disable based on some other condition. Say a user has to check that radio button, then only this should be enabled. In those conditions we can write it. For that logical coding is required. We will understand slowly on that. So that's all. This is all about one important input, that is input box. Next we'll move to another component.